the weak.
A compassionate man speaks for the meek.
A noble man sees all creatures as unique.
One's strength is not measured by the amount of weight one can carry, nor its based on how toned one's muscles are.
It is not the capacity to withstand great pressure. Instead, it is the strength to be selfless, to carry the burdens of those who cannot and lift them up.
In a similar way, one's compassion is not shown through sympathy, but rather by becoming the voice for those who cannot speak for themselves, for those whimpers and cries that are not heard.
True compassion is empathizing and taking a stand against cruelty and violence against all creatures, for no one is better than the other.
According to Voiceless, animal cruelty has become a rapidly growing problem in today's society. There were 1,065 cases reported involving animal cruelty in the year 2020 alone. While it's a horrendous number of cases, the actual numbers are far more significant, making it difficult to calculate just how common they are. The Philippines has been rated as a marginal performer and achieved a poor performance rating under the Animal Protection Index on its farm's animal protection legislation. While the freedom of animals are enshrined under the law, the provisions related to protection of these animals are vague, and enforcement mechanisms are unclear. Animals have been constantly regarded as beings beneath us humans. With the most and well-known issues on animal cruelty, animal testing uses animals as tests in industry products such as cosmetics in order for the confirmations of the efficacy and safety of human consumptions. According to Humane Society International, more than 115 animals are estimated to be experimented on in laboratories annually. Now that is a prime example on how animals are forced to live in life in pain and neglect, treated merely as objects as if they don't have their own lives to live and rights to uphold. Isn't it ironic to think how our beauty products are actually the results of their sufferings and torment?
Animal cruelty continues to fester, from the cosmetics we purchase, to the clothes we wear, to the food we eat, and to the most popularized form of entertainment in our country, cockfighting, or also known as sabong.
Imagine a fight that goes on until one is rendered unconscious or dead, without even knowing that this fight for life is just another spectacle for humans. The Hunger Games of the real world, don't you think? It might seem that this is common in our country, but just because it is normalized does not mean that it is ethical and right. It is with this unnecessary cruelty that the problem will continue to spread unless uprooted.
Standing here before you is someone who believes that we can solve this together. Someone who believes in the true essence of humanity, which is compassion.
We need to realize that animals don't exist for us humans. They are powerless and vulnerable. It is within our capability and responsibility to take care for those who are weaker than us.
So before you purchase the newest makeup palette, before you adorn yourself with the trendiest fur, and before you explore the spectacles of cockfighting or sabong, think about the animals involved.
Be careful of who and what you support, making sure that your choices do not lead to the demise or suffering of any creature. For as much as it is important to not be a perpetrator, you should also not remain a bystander.
So, are you going to be a part of this change? Are you going to be the voice of the voiceless?
Or are you going to remain silent and let the sounds of their suffering prevail?
Cruelty or humanity? You choose.